Hi, we're live from Spielwarenmesse in Nuremberg, surrounded by innovation and inspiring education solutions. I'm here with Arina, representing Giga Company, and today we are discussing our partnership. Arina, nice to meet you. What can you tell us about the cooperation between MIKKO and Giga?
Thank you, Anastasia. It's nice to meet you too. And last year, or let's say that was the most impression for me, an interesting experience to meet Michael with his idea of MIKKO for the special needs education kids. And when we met each other, we had a short conversation, and we had an opportunity to have a speeches, to listen to speeches of each other. And we realized that we have several options for connection. And Mike was show the interest to Gigo and explain the technology. And also he represented me, MIKKO brand and MIKKO solution. And I also share some information that we start to create the set over the Giga components for the special educational needs for the inclusion area. And he said, oh, it's maybe interesting cooperation for us. And I have spent some time to understand what MIKKO consists of and realize that it's really very complex solution. And let's say there's a learning technology. And the most important thing I saw that it's some diagnostic system which can build the individual path for individual learning process for every child with a special needs. And also, and also the AI agent, it was very impressed from me. Everything starts if the people have the inspiration to realize the project and they have the right approach. And what I realized that Mike and his company, they have a huge experience during 50 years, 15 years, 15. They combined a lot of small parts and details and built it in the whole technology, and it's huge work. I recognize they did. And it's an important step. And at the same time, I am with Giga also 15 years. And I knew the brand very well and products, and we also have the educational technology inside of the brand. And this all, I think, it's help us to put our skills, our experience together and have a good team to run the project and be succeed.
Here is our main collaboration aim that to bring a better future to children and the children of the whole world. And what do you think? Is it interesting not Europe, but also for other countries?
During the fair, we have asked Giga team when they meet the customers all over the world to get the feedback about the solution we have represented here on the booth. It's MIKKO Gigo. And the concept now is a pilot project, but we believe in 3 or 4 months, we already will have the set, we will represent and go through the other details. And we realized that some countries like Brazil, Chile, and some other regions, not just Europe, they have a huge demand of the inclusion education. And I understand why it's really necessary, because we have a kind of children with special needs, and if to use the right approach and provide teachers the instrument, the equipment, the knowledge how to work, then we can get children be socialized and they can have a work, have a job, and they can be in the whole inclusion environment, pay taxes, and government of every country should have a high interest to such solution, and to have the teachers who will be involved in the process and help children to be useful and to have this place in the world, in the country.
And what is the first step for our collaboration, our partnership? What is precise that we would like to do together?
We have it's always the same when we work with something. We need to have the diagnostic, the first level. So we did the same thing that we did the diagnostic. What kind of equipment or space, like we also call it, we have from both sides. What already MIKKO has and what GIGO has. And then we roughly can build that's the plan that we can use a GigaMath sets is like teaching ed sets and how we can implement that at MIKKO. And then the next step will be I prepare the samples and will send to the method teachers of UNOWA, of MIKKO, creators, and they will spend some time to work with the equipment, and then they will build that teacher's plan or teacher's materials and scenario. And of course, they will feed the artificial intelligence with that, and then we will have the specification of the product, and we will add the part of the MIKKO. It will be the MIKKO GIGO product.
And I know that you have some impression about our system of development. What is your impression? What can you tell about this? Is it easy to implement? How do you feel?
Of course, it's not easy to build such system, to create it. It's many small details and huge experience need to have to realize such project. And even we talk how it can be useful and how it's necessary for the country, for the government. I also would like to mention that I have my friends, for example, who has children with autism, and I know how difficult it was to them to search any information in the internet and call to some specialist, someone to help them, and they did not find. And I understand how MIKKO can be useful and needed for individual parents. And we understand that every parent with every child with special needs, they contain the whole community, and it's a big work. It's also the part of every country. So it's like two parallel steps. One is a global, we think how to implement everything to the educational system, but at the same time, if we help every individual family, it's also important. This solution is very complex because it's can be possible to use for the teachers and with the whole educational system, but at the same time it's open and easy to use for the parents. Even without some special knowledge, they can do the assessment of the child, simply answer the questions and get the report and also the graph, and understand which area they need to develop and where they have a problem and how to do it. It's amazing, I think.
I know that the first kit will be about math, but your desire about creativity. What do you think?
After the short discussion here with Mike, we have realized that yes, it's definitely the place, and MIKKO solution for Giga is a math set, and I believe we will start it for that. But my dream, and I see that's the right approach and right opportunity also to think about the creativity, because the interesting and difficult for kids with a special educational needs is that they have a different problem. Not every child is very individual and the problems they have. And I believe for some category of children to be creative and to use the creativity approach and get the skills in construction set plane and build the models and have a project even just in some scientific area is possible. That's why I think that this set also will be needed. Maybe not every child can reach this step, but even just half of them or 30%, I think it makes sense. And we will also provide the opportunity to school and to parents where they can go, how high they can be,
and how they can involve in this process and feel themselves better in society.
Right.
You have so much inspiration in the work, and I hope that I'm sure that we will see next time our successful steps and deeds. And have company UNOWA and Brand MIKKO some memorandum or some step plan for the next for this 2026 year?
This will be our next step. Of course, we will sign the paper agreement that's necessary and build the plan. And the times file so fast. And maybe you know that UNOWA company has exhibited in Bed Fair. It's a very famous educational fair in London. And our conversation between the preparation to the fair and came up with an ideas. It's happened very, very fast. And we have very tiny period to prepare for the Nuremberg fair. And of course, we run for that, but we collected huge information resources and we did a great job, and it's visible now. We have something to put in a paper and sign it and make a plan and go forward.